Welcome and Shabbat Shalom to all who are in the sacred space of the main sanctuary of Temple Emanuel. And welcome to all who are joining us via the sacred space of Zoom. I'd like to call upon Lois Ruttman and Wendy Nordgren to please come light the candles for Shabbat. And you'll notice that they're, not to light them, but to kindle them with blessing. And you'll notice that there's a third candle tonight because there are different ways to think about and to wish good blessings to the hostages. And the third candle represents the hostages, trying to help them have light wherever they are being kept.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Please turn to page 6 as together we read at the top of the page, at the bottom of the page. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the doors of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. And again, together, on the bottom of page 9, we offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Please turn to page 344 and join Angela in singing Shir Hadash.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash.
And please turn back to page 20 for the L'Chododi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
לקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ונתילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונעכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. התעוררי, כי באורי קומי אורי. אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה.
Please turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed.
Please be seated. Please turn to page 32 and join Angela in singing Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu, uvkumenu na'asiyat behukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam vaed, ki hem chayenu, ve'or
Please join in reading the prayer at the bottom of the page. Page 32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please turn to page 34 for the Shema and rise.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated and we will continue with the V'ahavta on page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוקתך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
On page 39, let us read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Page 40, Michamacha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף
has said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, go all Yisrael. Let us please read at the bottom of page 42 together. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raises up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haparei sukkot shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Page 44 at the bottom.
Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, b'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, b'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshe Shvi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbeu, Veitangu mituvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, Shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat, chemdat yamim, oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher Lema'aseh v'Reishit Shabbat. Zecher Lema'aseh v'Reishit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, shomerei, shomerei, shomerei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat.
Those who keep Shabbat by calling it a delight will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it as the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation. Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. Please rise for the tefillah on page 46.
Adonai Mati tiftach ufi yagid ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekoneh HaKol, Bezocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'nehem, Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah Rab Lehoshia, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Ba'gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lechayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
You are holy. Your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Let's turn to page 56 for the Ritzay. Sing along with Angela.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amcha Yisrael u'tefilatam be'ahava tekabel. Humbled in prayer we seek to reach you, hoping to be heard, hearts open wide, longing to be true. Oh, let us know that you are near. Open our hearts so we may hear the still clear voice within us all. May we be worthy in our prayer and feel your presence everywhere, and may we answer when you call. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu.
Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Please turn to the top of page 59. And together let's read. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ucha na'eh la'adot. At the top of page 61, let us read the interpretation of the Shalom Rav. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvara et amo Yisrael, v'shalom.
Yihyul ratzon imrefi, Yihyul ratzon imrefi, v'hagyul lebi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri v'go'ali. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable before you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, say shalom bin Ramav, Huya say shalom aleinu, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen.
Please turn to page 253 for the Mishabera. Please call out the names of those who are in need of physical, mental, emotional, any kind of health issues that they might need. This is a prayer for health and wellness. Marilyn and her family, Mark Fertitta, Terry Malkin. Are there any others, please? I couldn't hear them all. Say it again, please. Paul Horwitz, thank you. And bless also Sherry Horwitz. Okay, Okay, thank you. Let us listen to the Mishabera. Join in, whatever your pleasure is.
Misheberach avotenu makor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu makor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Last week during Shabbat Torah study, Rabbi Michaels helped me to see the importance of realizing how to begin the healing process when there are broken relationships. And I know just how important that healing process is today for members of Temple Emanuel, whether you attend Shabbat services or services on Zoom. Rather than create a Devorah Torah this week, I am borrowing what URJ Minutes of Torah, 10 Minutes of Torah, sent me this past Monday to help show what I mean. It is based on Parsha Miketz and is written by Rabbi Carrie Tooling, a congregational rabbi, teacher, and author. And I quote, "Joseph's life has been rough up to this point. However, in this week's Torah portion, Miketz, which means at the end of, referring to Joseph's life in the prison of Pharaoh, Joseph's life takes a turn for the better. Not only do his external circumstances improve, he also starts to speak up for himself and begins to heal emotionally from the abuse he has experienced. When Joseph is released from prison and brought before Pharaoh, he confidently interprets Pharaoh's dreams and makes plans for the upcoming famine. Joseph's charisma and confidence in this context contrasts sharply with his earlier reactions, or implied non-reactions, when he was attacked or abused. Note his history up to this point. When his brothers took his tunic, he said nothing. When his brothers cast him into the pit, he said nothing. When his brothers sold him into slavery, he said nothing. When his new master believed his wife's accusations, he said nothing. When the cupbearer forgot him, he said nothing. It's possible, of course, that Joseph's responses were not considered important to the story and went unrecorded. 5 different examples of abuse followed by silence seems meaningful given their frequency. In this week's Torah portion, Joseph finally finds the capacity to speak, albeit angrily, when he is faced with his abusers, specifically his brothers. He has risen above his passivity. When his brothers arrive, he pretends to be a stranger to them and speaks roughly to them. He even goes as far as imprisoning them. We each inherit patterns from our family of origin, just as Joseph did from his father Jacob, patterns that are both helpful and at times harmful. Real growth comes from learning how to confront those patterns in ways that are healthy and healing. The first step in that process is admitting the truth of the relationship and recognizing our own feelings as valid. The next step is finding the courage to show compassion. And now my words. Please look inside of yourselves, just as I do, to see how you can heal by recognizing that it is as much my fault, our fault, for the challenge that we have ahead of us at Temple Emanuel, to reach the place where we can be healthy enough to move forward and not to make the same mistakes again. It will take all of us to recognize what has led us to where we are. So let us each be honest with ourselves. From this day forth, what role did we each play, intentionally or unintentionally? May the 8 nights of Hanukkah and the 8 days of Hanukkah that we just celebrated bring us to realize just how much we each need to do individually and collectively to bring compassion and positive light into ourselves, into our relationships at Temple Emanuel, and into the world. Negativism and holding on to anger do not allow for light to glow, nor for sacred relationships to mend and grow. Just as Joseph saw his fault in the drama of his family, may we each see our fault in the drama of our life here at Temple Emanuel and move forward for the benefit of Congregation Temple Emanuel and for the benefit of a strong Jewish presence in Southeast Texas. With the acceptance of mea culpa, Latin word meaning my fault, by each of us, there will be a stronger glow and stronger sacred relationships. May it be God's will. Amen. Page 42.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzeitenu Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. A few short announcements. First, I'd like to thank Regina for the flowers in memory of her family. And if Grace and Isabel Spector are watching tonight, happy birthday tomorrow. Wendy, Lois, thank you for taking care of the candles tonight and for being the hostesses. The announcements in here, unfortunately, and the mishaberas are incorrect. They were left over from last week. So disregard that. We're going to read the mishabera list from the email that was sent out today. Don't forget to sign up if you haven't already for the Christmas Day at the Soup Kitchen, some other place. They need your help delivering and also serving for those who would like to do that. Volunteers are always welcome there. And just to as a reminder of why we have our chair with the prayer shawl. And in the foyer, if you haven't noticed, is in honor of and in hope of the hostages that are still captives, and hopefully they'll come home. Shabbat shalom, everyone, and I hope you had a great Hanukkah.
Please rise as we open the ark. And during that time, we're going to be listening to Angela sing a prayer for Israel. At the same time, you have a silent prayer that you can read at your seats.
Avinu, Avinu, Shebar Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Shebar Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Simchat Geulateinu, Hagen Alecha Bevrat Chazdecha, Ufros Alecha Sukat Shlomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Ushlach orcha v'amitcha l'rasheha sareha ve'otzeha v'taknem b'etza tova milfanecha v'taknem b'etza tova milfanecha Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo.
Let us say amen. Please remain standing for the Elainim.
Aleinu l'shameach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gedula liotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, bayom hahu.
before we have the Mourner's Kaddish, I just want to thank Angela and Dwight and Michael, and is that Chris up there? And Michael's children who are up there as well. Angela, Dwight, thank you so much for helping us to make this service as beautiful as it is. Without music, it just would not be as spiritual as what you provide. And the other thing is, if you weren't in your pews and if you weren't praying with all of your heart to make a difference, it wouldn't be the same either. So we're surrounded by the beauty of the windows, the beauty of the people that are inside, the beautiful music, and I want to thank you again. On page 293, our thoughts turn to those who have departed from this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts as our own. The names are not correct, so just give me a chance to find that, and I will read you the correct names. Okay. Tonight we mark the Yurtzites, and we observe the memorial Shloshim. First, we remember Betty Greenberg and Richard Hayes, who recently have left us. And now we mark the Yurtzites of Jake Horwitz, Dr. Nate Rogers, Ruth Rubin, Lena Lefkowitz, Rebecca Miller, Esther Toby Diamond, Joseph Horwitz, Blanche Feinberg Levine, Louis Mayer, Anna Sampson, Julia H. Borer, Adele Schwartz Gordon, Jake Levin, Joseph G. Pearl, Ben J. Rogers, Leon Cohen, Ida Schwartz, S.H. Sontag, Madeline Liebman Wolf, Kalman Kaplan, Bernard Ben Kassoff, Bernard Y. Rogers, Eva Swerdlow. If there are others, please call them out. Okay, please rise for the Kaddish on page 294.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad yibrach yirtei v'yam liv malhutei, v'chayehon uv'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael, v'agola v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mavorach le'olam olamei omayo. Yitzhara v'yishtabah v'yitpa'ar v'yitramon v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalech v'yitalol shemei l'kudisha b'richu. La'elo min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Da'amiram b'yama v'yimru amen. Yehei shlomo Rabbah min shemaya. V'hayim olenu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Olenu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Our closing song is Oseh Shalom on page 343. Let us join Angela. Oseh shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu, ve'al kol Israel, ve'imru amen. Ve'al kol Israel, amen.
Shabbat shalom, and let's have some fellowship in the social hall downstairs.